Welcome to Kersney College. It's going to be a beautiful game coming up for us. It is Durban High School taking on Dale College. Durban High School are looking to be unbeaten at the festival this year, and they're going to take on Dale College, who are still in search of a victory. Both these teams have played a handful of games this season. DHS have won 2 out of 3, while Dale have won 2 out of 4. And with me in the commentary box is Neil van Heerden. Good day, Neil.
How's it, Justin? You're in for a cracky, I believe. DHS will be looking to join Framesby as well as Glenwood, our other 2 unbeaten teams at the festival this weekend. I think we're in for a cracky here of running rugby.
And also on top of that, we got a lot of talent in both these sides. As
DHS being led out by Mpilo Gumede. He's been impressive, Justin.
He definitely has. The big number 8. Gumede also played SA Schools last year and was also in the KZN Craven Week side last year. Dale College, Neil, they're struggling to find their mojo.
Yeah, I think things just haven't gone their way. They had a tough game first up, and then on day 2, the conditions underfoot just didn't suit them, Justin. It was wet, it was misty, and I think they really struggled to push their kind of rugby that they love to play. We all know the kind of rugby Dale love to play. Ball in hand, quick, taking the ball out wide, giving it some air, and they just haven't been able to do that.
And if we just look at the teams, DHS, as we said, watch out for big number 8, Gumede, and then also the number 10, Shakir Ladou. He's a great player, and he will be the general. And then also watch out for the right wing, and Tuli. Almost ready to get this game underway. And then on the Dale College team, watch out for captain Latita Lukazi, and then also the little left winger, Andrico Johannes. And we run away here at Kersney College, and immediately it's a kick out on the full. Neil, not what Dale needed.
Absolutely, Justin. Unfortunately, unforced error to start off with. They'll be hoping that they can fix that at this coming scrum. Not the biggest pack from Dale, but nevertheless, the boys have good technique, and they haven't gone backwards this weekend so far.
Great position for DHS in the opening encounters in this game. Scrum in the center of the field, and they can go either way.
They're going for a 4-2 split here, Justin. I wonder if that's just a bit of a ruse. They might do the 8-9 and then play it right. Referee's not happy with the scrum there. Having a word with the front rows, who want it to be nice and steady.
The flyer for DHS, actually last year he was in the Griquas Craven Week side. And his halfback partner, Jaden Sedaris, played Grand Como in 2017. Nice inside ball there, but it's gone to ground and it's a penalty. DHS take it quickly, but they're brought back by the ref. What are they going to do here?
I think they might go for touch. We'll have a look what Gumede says. Well within the distance of number 10, Ledoux. But like I thought, they are going to go for touch. I think they'll be looking to set up an attacking platform, maybe back of the line out, and try to execute one of their set play moves, Justin.
Well, that's a great kick by DHS, and it's a perfect opportunity for them to strike first with a score. Sibaya with the feed.
DHS going for a short line out here, Justin. Might go up with a pod first and then play the back line off of that.
Good take by Gumede. They fight away to Ledoux. Back into the traffic. DHS go. And here's a turnover. No, it's not. Ref not playing advantage, and it's a penalty to Dale. So a good result there for them to get out of their half.
Dale will be very happy with that. Dale shot up out of defence there, lots of pressure, executing a good rush defence, forcing Ledoux to go back into his inside, back to the traffic as you mentioned, and he was a bit isolated there. The arriving support players were desperate and went off of their feet at that ruck and giving Dale the penalty.
Well, Dale will be desperate to play some running rugby. They've only scored 5 points at the festival this year, and they get it wide. Puccini, this looks promising. And there's a knock on there, and a player's gone down badly. Looks like Ngalu has gone down. Slow ball for Cederis, and he's going blind. Still going. Beautiful work there by the scrum off. Marcel Null is at the base. Cederis gets it out. Ledoux. Kumeda, brilliant ball there. And Matusa, that's a big hit there. Dale trying to get the turnover. Kumede. Ledoux. And he meets Lukasi.
No advantage. So, looks like Gumede is pointing to the post here. Looking to put some points on the board here, Justin.
Well, the fly of Ledoux has been great for them all festival, and he's really the general of this side.
Here's that big bump from number 5. Sit down, boy. The bus is full. Great bump there. Didn't make much meters after that, though, but good hard rugby.
And the crowd getting in early before the hosts play the last game.
And what a cracker that's going to be. Kersney up against Pretoria Boys. Pretoria Boys are, to an extent, been a surprise package. They've been struggling in recent years, but this year they seem to have a very good team.
Ledoux to draw first blood for DHS.
Sweet strike. Flags go up. And Ledoux adds the 3 points. DHS open their accounts.
Clinical start so far by DHS. And Dale College, through their captain Craig in the centres. Well, they just really need to try, build up some momentum and get their hands on the ball as the restart comes. And it's a simple one for DHS. And there's a big hit there. Big handoff by Mguni. And Cederis with the educated boots. And can Dale run it? Soki sends it back downtown. And Ledoux, anything can happen here. Numbers on the left, but they go back into the traffic through Boyson. Inside their own half, DHS. Cederis, Ledoux, trying to spot some space. And brilliantly gathered there by Mbata and Makwanzi there. And they got numbers on the right. And Ledoux, can you believe it? He puts down the ball there, Neil.
DHS will be very disappointed there. There was a great little dink over the top and the ball sat up perfectly for Makwanazi. Unfortunately, Ledoux dropping it. Dell looked clear.
It's a chance again for DHS.
Seems like the teams are just feeling each other out here, Justin. Great little dink by Hans, though. Manages to stay in. That will be a 5-meter scrum. Coach will be pulling out his hair. He could have just let that one run out. Would have been their line out.
Was the captain as well, Lukazi, perhaps maybe trying to get their mojo back and try something magical from inside their own 22?
Yeah, the boys will be looking to play rugby. Interestingly, though, both teams seem to be feeling each other out. A lot of kicks early on in this match in the first 8 minutes or so. Both of them seem reluctant to take it up and make the errors, choosing instead for the opposition to have a go and choosing rather to defend.
It's a perfect opportunity now for DHS to get the first score of the game. And Gumera, the SA Schools star. DHS so
Pick
close now. Ceteris goes to Gumera. The tight end prop is over, and that's great stuff there, Neil, by DHS.
Great work from Gumede there. You weren't going to stop that big man from only 2 meters out.
First try for DHS. Number 3, Itoko Zisi Gumede.
So DHS, Neil, they'll be very, very happy with the start.
Good start for them, Justin. 8-0 up and only about 9 minutes down. Gifted, absolute perfect position there from the scrum. They had an interesting backline setup. I thought they could go any number of ways, but Gumede chose to pick up the Berlin forward. They kept it close, gave it to his namesake, number 3, Mtokozisi Gumede. And like I said earlier, you're not going to stop him from that close.
Leroux to make it 10 in the favor of DHS to Dale 0.
Should just be a formality, relatively easy kick. Makes no mistake, 3 points, 2 points, I beg your pardon. DHS going to a 10-0 lead, only 10 minutes down.
DHS moving out into a 10-0 lead. 10 minutes gone in the first half.
Dale struggling to get their hands on the ball and launch a decent attack. And Mkuni, that's a great take by the open side flanker. And Ceteris
I think
under
that's taken
pressure.
back though. Yeah, Justin, taken back into the 22. So Dale will have a perfect opportunity here to launch one of their attacks. Looking to take the line out quick to the back. Jumper doesn't get up though. Number 8 rumbling it up.
So Zoki at the base, will he tap and go? Settling things down. So it's a first opportunity really, Neil, for Dale to get some points.
Yeah, I think they'll go for the touch. They're looking to play rugby, Justin. Oh, not a great kick though. He would have looked to get that on the 5 meter.
So Nisha with the feed. And it's scrappy again. And that's good play there by Lukazi, but it's lost forward. And DHS could launch a counter attack here, but they decide not to send the ball. There's still numbers on the left if they can get quick hands. Scrappy ball.
Come back for the knock-on advantage. Yeah, it was definitely on out wide, Justin. Number 8 taking it up there. I beg your pardon, not number 8, but he just needed to have quick hands and set those outside backs free, and Dale were in trouble. They definitely had the man advantage out on the outside. And they'll come back for the scrum, though. DHS will probably be looking to execute an exit strategy here, get themselves out of their own 22.
Interesting to see that the hooker for DHS is Sibaya today. Stoney Steenkamp, he's at a field day this festival. And Ceteris taking his time. We're going to have a reset. DHS will look to relieve the pressure deep inside their own 22. Ceteris feeds. Gumeda at the back, the big number 8, leading by example. Ceteris. Again for Matuze. The lock forward. DHS looking very calm at the moment.
Great kick, finding some territory just behind the backline players back there.
Johannes sending it to Ceteris. And Ledoux. Bit of aerial ping pong here at the moment as Puttini has to backtrack. And he might have a lot of work to do here.
Great kick from Ledoux there. Definitely DHS winning the territorial battle out of the two of them.
And Dale with an interesting kick. DHS penalty.
Unfortunately, the kicker, the chaser in front of the kicker there. Unnecessary penalty. Dale trying to run it from back in the 22. DHS coming up with a great defensive line, great chasing line. Unfortunately, nowhere to go for Dale and ultimately conceding the penalty.
So DHS, no interest in going for goal.
DHS choosing to scrum, or did they go back for the scrum? Either way, great attacking platform. Interesting backline setup here, plenty of options. Number 23 standing directly behind Ledoux.
So Mbonambi, watch out for him at scrum down. And Ceteris with the feed. And he goes blind on his own, trying to go around the outside. It's taking a while to come out there.
I think DHS will try and keep it in close quarters just like they did for their first try, just try and rumble up with their big boys.
Some Cooney again.
Getting over the advantage line, great work. That's number 5, Sechaba Matusi going over for the try there. DHS keeping it in the close quarters and they're winning that battle at the moment, Justin.
Yes, that's their second score through their lock. Sechaba Matusi.
And Neil, they really just look like they're in control at the moment. Dale struggling to really get their hands on the ball and just build any momentum. And you can just see that this DHS team are playing like an experienced unit at the moment.
No, absolutely. You can also just chooses for the cutout pass in front of the number 20 there, so falls perfectly for Matusi, and he just goes straight through the gap to score the try. Yeah, this DHS team just seem to be very well coached. They don't seem to be a bunch of stars like the Glenwood team by any stretch of the imagination, except maybe for the number 8 Gumede, the SA Schools player. But well coached, Scott Matty and Ronnie Ace doing an incredibly good job with them. The boys just seem to know what to do in exactly the right times and always seem to take the right option.
Ledoux to add the extras.
First real challenging kick for Ledoux. Unfortunately, just right of upright. Score stay at 15-0 to DHS. Dale would desperately want to get back into this game. Maybe they'll look to go short here, try and win possession, and just try and keep it, go through the phases a bit. They don't, they go long.
Some Cooney under that, the open side flanker. That's a great carry by him. This DHS go blind, and it's been knocked on there. So Dale with a rare opportunity now to put something together. They crash it up through the big number 8, Gege, but he goes back in the tackle. And we come back for the penalty. But Soki has other ideas and he takes it quick.
Ball still in play.
The big number 1, Sieni. Big carry by the loose head prop. Soki, Puttini, flat ball.
Unfortunately, the knock on.
And here come DHS, numbers on the left. Great wraparound there. And Ceteris decides to offload it. And the big number 4, Kokro, can't get there. And look at this from Mbonambi. Gets the offload beautifully to the fullback. And
Great
what a
finish
finish there for Jenna.
Great try. Again, Ledoux with just the incredible awareness, spatial awareness of where the space is. And then, of course, the rugby ball is an unpredictable old thing. Perfect bounce, setting up perfectly there for number 23, Mbonambi. And he manages to find his number 15, Jenna. Manages to go in there in the corner. Great try from DHS, playing some enterprising rugby here, Justin.
If you just watch the highlights here, Ledoux spots the big number 4, Kokro, under it, and that was going to be a difficult one for him to take. Going back, then Mbonambi with beautiful hands, and then he found his fullback, Jenna.
And then the feint to finish it off, finish it off in the corner. Great dive.
Great score by the fullback. As Ledoux has yet another chance to add some extras.
DHS running rampage here at the moment, Justin. Really impressive stuff, 20-0. And no sign of them slowing down anytime soon. I've been really impressed by their play. Really impressed by Ledoux, number 10, really showing his true colors. Fortunately, the kick goes to the left. Score stays at 20-0. 11 minutes still to come in this first half.
And DHS, it's still far to go in the game, but they're really making a massive statement this season. They started off the season with a loss to Hilton, but this looks like a year where they might finish in the top 20.
Agree with you, Justin. Gumere takes. Great take by the big man. Rumbles it up. Knocked on in the tackle there by Dale. No, referee deems that it was deliberate. Penalty to DHS. DHS will be looking to kick it out deep into the Dales territory and launch another attack from there, Justin.
Ledoux. Promising kick. And DHS, they've just been clinical so far. They've taken their opportunities and they've scored tries. And that is a sign of a great side.
No, absolutely. As you say, Justin, they've hardly put a foot wrong here. Over the top.
There's Dirks, number 7. Also had a good outing at this festival.
Do switches the play. Good hands. Unfortunately, the knock-on coming there. Oh, no, he's regathered it.
Some serious skills there by Gumere.
No, absolutely. I thought he had lost it there in contact, but he managed to regather it. But unfortunately, being bundled into touch there. Line out deep into Dale's territory. They won't want to mess around here. Oh.
And they
Dale
could launch the attack here, but they're not.
No, choose to go for the kick. I think that was the wise decision. That being said, though, good position for DHS to launch another attack from about 30 meters out. They'll be looking to keep the ball in hand, go through the phases. Another short line out. They seem to be opting for that more often than not.
Great take there. And Kumere, the tall timber, taking up the center of the field. Ledoux. And that's gone forward.
Unfortunately for DHS there. Scrum down Dale's ball. Oh, Dale really needs to... I think they need a half-time break to come desperately. They need their coaches to impart the words of wisdom, Justin, because they just seem to be struggling. Like you said, they haven't had a great festival. And they seem to not be firing this game either.
And also, Dale, if you look at their season last year, they were just outside the top 20. And this festival hasn't been great for them, and they desperately need some tries in this game, or at least try come back, so they can just build up some momentum going into the rest of the season. And Puttini, good wrap up, Puttini.
Great stepping.
Dale looking to string something together. They got numbers on the left if they can get quick hands. Songhishe decides to cut back inside. Soki and the captain, Greg, decides to toe it ahead. And Ledoux
Not so sure about the option over there, Justin. They were putting together some nice phases. Now they just gifted the ball back to DHS, who have looked dangerous with ball in hand all day long.
DHS have a lot of numbers on the left if they can get quick ball.
Here, oh, unfortunately, the little knock on there. You were so right, Justin. They had about a 2-3 man overlap out there. Unfortunately, the little knock on.
And also you get the feeling that if DHS have a lot of chances in this game, they're going to score a lot of tries.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll need to look to keep ball in possession, keep it away from these dangerous DHS backs, and go through the phases. They had about 3 or 4 phases there where they look good, going over the advantage line almost at will, and then just a bit of a needless kick. And the coaches will be fuming over that one, gifting possession back to DHS. But they had the scrum put in here. Scrum going to ground, reset scrum. What a great day it is today. The sun is shining again, much better than the weather we had on Saturday, Justin.
Neil, that weather reminded me of the 2006 Super Rugby final between the Crusaders and the Hurricanes down at Wellington.
I remember it was almost pointless to tune in. Even here with us, we were struggling. Anything on the other side of the field, we couldn't see. We had to pretty much go by the ref's whistle and just guess as to what was going on.
Gorillas in the mist. Big scrum there by DHS. Dale
Ball
under
comes
all
up the
sorts of
side.
pressure. And Ceteris not scared of the dogfight, getting wrapped up there. And they go left. Yeah, could be danger. Jenner back on the inside. Mkwanaze doing a good job there. Ledoux. And this could be danger if it's towed ahead. I mean, they come back for the penalty there.
Yeah, penalty for obstruction there, the ref calls. Or maybe a tackle without the ball. Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate one. Number 7 was running a good line, but unfortunately the dude just couldn't find him. Referee heading over to his AR, though. I don't know if he's got saw some foul play or what it was. Let's see what they have to say. Four and a half minutes left in this first half. Justin, Dale will not want to concede whatever happens before half time. That would pretty much mean that they'd be dead and buried, being 27-0 points down. At the moment, it's still 20-0 if they're next to score. But unfortunately, DHS have exactly that opportunity now. Hard tackle is the call that the referee got from his AR. The dude will probably be looking to put it deep into their 22 and then launch another attack from there. Score just before half-time is what DHS will be looking to do.
I think Neil Dale been struggling with discipline the whole festival and just also struggling to build any phases. And they won't be happy with their one try showing.
No, I agree with you, Justin. Having a chat to their coach last night, he reckons it is a building year for them, though. Most of these boys are young. Grade 11s, and after the fantastic year that they had last year, like you alluded to earlier, boys with Apelele Fassi, who's now joined the Sharks, really carrying the team. They've lost that X factor. They've lost those that group of matrics.
They'll get a turnover. Valuable, but it's all over the place.
Unfortunately, the knock on there, right behind their try line. Playing with fire, Dale, and DHS will have almost a similar field position to where they scored their first try from. I think Gumede will look to pick up from the base of the scrum and have a cracker. DHS actually losing that line. Dale doing really well, and then unfortunately the knock-on coming there, as you can see on screen now, just couldn't control it. DHS to feed here. Referee blows his whistle. Not happy. Scrum seems to be a bit unstable there, Justin.
Also, Neil, this will be a killer blow if DHS can cash in here. Dale had the opportunity to get rid of the ball.
Yeah, it's those golden moments just before halftime and just after that the coaches always trying to urge their players to score in. The New Zealanders do it so well, as we know. They always try and target those periods where you can really affect a knockout blow often, or swing the momentum in a game. Gumede picks up, bumps off one, and he's over. Great try from Gumede. Just as I predicted, Gumede picking up from the base of the scrum there, easily gets rid of the defender, and he's over. He's a big man, Justin. Elimpilo Gumede.
Massive units at 99 kilograms and 1.90 meters high.
Another try.
And we just see Cedulus to the feed, and then controlled wall by Gumede. And that ball was definitely going to no one else. And just look at the stretch. Great finish. And you can see he's got SA colours already.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Filling in nicely, filling the boots of the Imperial Pepsi Buthelezi, who was the number 8 last year, if you remember, Justin. He was a tank himself. DHS seemed to be richly blessed with strapping number 8s. Buthelezi, of course, also joining the Sharks junior ranks, doing very well there.
It'll be interesting to see how much fighting spirit they'll have. They've still got a whole second half ahead of them, and this is going to test them.
Absolutely, Justin. DHS not managing to secure that kickoff and ball coming out on Dale's side. Can they score a try? Can they get some points before the halftime whistle?
Big number 8, Gege. 30 seconds to go. Soki.
Tap and go. Straight to Gumede. He doesn't take a step back.
Butini. They call him Noodles. But this time, DHS managed to wrap him up in the tackle. Correct there.
Great line speed there from the DHS backs, Justin.
I agree, Neil. Defense is superb. But then again, Dale are making it easy for them.
Again, the knock-on from Dale. They finish off this half, and it's pretty characteristic of the entire half for them, struggling to keep the ball in hand, struggling to control the ball. A miserable half for them, 27-0 to Dale. What can they do at halftime, Justin, to turn this one around?
I think they've got to look and just play Dale rugby. And in the second half, they've got to get into try-scoring positions and just convert. DHS, on the other hand, well, their coaching staff will just be so proud of these boys. On their way to a 3rd victory, unless something remarkable happens from Dale.
We're going to see Hotja S. Rosday taking on Selborne College. And then in the final game of the day and of the festival, the host Kersey College is going to go up against Pretoria Boys High School. Then at 5 o'clock this evening,
there we have Gumede again, as you can see the replay. Over one, over another. Then it goes to the number 5.
Announcing the recipients of those bursaries on the field at 5 p.m.
And DHS have looked to rumble it up with their forwards. There's the one try. Number 3, excuse me, I beg your pardon. Great try there. DHS forwards seem to be the difference at the moment, Justin.
Agreed. Very clinical.
There's the one I was talking about, the number 5. Again, keeping it in the forwards predominantly. Ledoux, he's been impressive. Often finding territory. Lucky bouncer of the ball. Good gather. Managing the offload as you'll hear to his number 15. Who fends the cover defense and goes in the corner. DHS have been very impressive.
Then final try of the half scored by the captain Gumede. So strong on his feet, but it was more about the big stretch. And what a fantastic finish there by the number 8.
Choosing to run straight at the small man, number 10. Noodle, as you referred to him earlier, as he's affectionately known. And he had little chance of stopping the big man from that far out. Ran straight over him. Scott, Matty, and Ronnie Ace having a chat there to their boys. What do you think they're telling them in that team talk over there, Justin?
Well, just keep going. I don't think they'll want to settle for how the game is at the moment, at 27-0 up. Why not score more tries and make a massive statement?
DHS really have impressed at the festival so far. Coming to the festival with an iffy Chaka match that they played against Clifton. They chose not to play the regular season match. Both schools agreed, and so they played some Chaka rugby instead. So it was actually the result would not go down on record, but they just sort of managed to scrape a win over there. And you alluded to the loss earlier against Hilton, where they were comprehensively outplayed at Hilton. So not much was expected from the DHS boys coming into this, but they've really surprised us, Justin.
Also, 27 points. Well, considering Dale's performance over this festival, you wouldn't expect them to come back into this game, but in Pretoria on Wednesday night, we saw Boerdan Landbou up 22-0 in the opening 20 minutes against Monument, and Monument ended up winning the game 26-25, and it just shows you at school level it's not over.
Closer to home as well, we had Kersney with a beautiful lead over Ahotia S. Middelburg. Unfortunately, also throwing that one away, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. You're absolutely right. Schoolboy rugby, you just don't know. One weekend it can go one way, and the next weekend it goes completely in the opposite direction. The form book means nothing at this level, Justin.
It's free Wi-Fi. So if you're not at the festival, you have anyone, any friends who aren't here, just let them know that they can follow the live streaming.
Some punters at the beer tent there having a great time. Folks, if you guys are in the area, if you're in the Durban area, and if you're watching this on at home on your laptop or on your phone or your tablet, put that down. Come out here, Kersney College, Standard Bank Easter Rugby Festival. It's a gorgeous day. Crowds are coming in. The beer is flowing. Come have a great time. Come join us.
And see some champagne rugby.
Absolutely. Still some great rugby to come. Next up, we have Hartie Estroste, who have been very impressive against Selborne College, who recorded first of all, a surprise, what was then an upset victory against the same DHS team, but now it's starting to become clear as to how strong this DHS team is exactly. They're up against Hartie Estroste. And then obviously finishing off the Easter Festival with the home team, Kersney College, up against the boys from Pretoria. And that's set to be another cracker of a game.
So both sides ready to get the second half underway. DHS leading 27 points to 0. Dale College with it all to do in the second 30 minutes.
So we're almost ready for the second half.
DHS and their Navy.
The number 10, Ledoux, has had an absolute blinder so far. Really navigating play for the DHS side.
He, together with Kirsty Flauhoff, Tame Base, and excuse me, let's get underway here. Dale takes, plays inside to the forwards, rumbles it up.
Got numbers on the right here, and as we say that, it's been put down, and DHS now have an opportunity, and they're interested in playing advantage. Ball still in field. Boyson at 9 there. And Ceteris at the base. High one for Ledoux. And this time runs into Songkishe. Ceteris goes blind, pops it to Marcel Nall. It's at a strong festival as well, the Lucid prop. Ledoux. Moleche there with a good pass, and there could be danger on the right. Terrific work on the right-hand side of the field. Kumere fires it away to Bongo there. Ledoux with a crossfield kick. And Neil, that would have been fantastic to see Sibaya with a finish in the corner.
Oh, great play then. Pulling the great play from DHS, pulling the ball one way to the side of the field, leaving the forwards on the other side of the field. The little dink over the top was perfectly placed. Just didn't set up. Quick tap there from DHS.
Good initiative being seen by DHS. They want more tries. Patience at the moment. Gumere. What a flamboyant figure he is. Celeris finds Dirks.
It's more of the same for DHS, Justin. Keeping it close with the forwards, rumbling it up.
And they go right. Ledoux to Kumere. Great defense there by Dale. And back to Dirks.
Good strength shown there by Gumere to hold off the player and then manage to keep it alive. Great run up by the other Gumere. He goes all the way. Try time to DHS. No, I'm mistaken. Still just short. DHS backline screaming for the ball out wide. Space aplenty.
Still hanging on to the ball. Ledoux in the traffic there. And Dale get a much needed penalty. And they tap and go through Zorki, and this is what they can do. Look at the blistering speed of the number 9. Lacking support. What a great break by Zorki. Can this spark? Dale, Puttini has to play it scrum off, and it's a penalty.
Number 9 there from Dale, as you mentioned. Zorki catching the defense, napping. They were not even looking at him. Clean through, making a great break. But like you said, unfortunately, just lacking a bit of support there. And he was isolated, and so DHS were able to. Here we have that again. Number 3, Gumere. Great run. I thought he was over for all money. Just short.
You would have been over for a double there, Neil. I think that's why you're getting excited.
Oh, it's good to have the big boys getting on the score sheet as well, Justin.
2 meat pies, he would have been really happy. I think Soki also caught his own teammates napping there.
Right,
looking around saying, where are you boys? Sibaya. And it's a penalty to Dale.
Penalty for offside there, I believe. It's unusual. You don't see a penalty going the other way when you have. Oh, here we have that replay again of Zorki. Look at him. DHS completely napping there, but like you said, the rest of his team has well, no one in support. Getting tracked down there by the DHS defense, and then unfortunately being overrun by the support player, the one support player that there was, and the ball getting turned over.
Dale not wasting time, and as a result, they lose the ball, and here come DHS on the counter. And it's a number 9, Boyson. DHS players down in back play, looks completely out of it. And it's going to be time off.
I didn't see exactly what happened to the young man then, but yeah, like you said, he seems to be out cold. Medics are on the field at the moment attending to him.
But Neil, the physicalness of rugby, schoolboy rugby, over the past 5 or 10 years, how it's grown, and these boys play so much rugby as well. It's heavy on their bodies.
Yeah, with the advent of professional rugby in the early 95, 96 roundabout there, and professional rugby now becoming an opportunity for these boys, a real career option. To put more pressure on the boys to get bigger, stronger, faster. They're hitting the gym much earlier than they used to, and we're seeing the results on the field. Also, ex-professional players like Scott Matty from DHS are being employed to really provide some exceptional coaching as well for these teams, meaning that schoolboy rugby has entered almost a semi-professional nature, Justin.
Soki feeds. Gege picks it up. And he has Johannes, but he's let it go. Frustrating for Dale, but they still have it back. And that is power in a house by Ngalo.
Great fend. Not often you see the wing fending off on a prop. Illegally turned over there by DHS. No daylight shown, and so a penalty and another 10 meters for chirping.
And watch Soki go, yeah. Gives it to his captain, Lukazi. Can Dale cash in and get a much-needed try? About 10 meters out. And patience will be the name of the game for them at the moment as they look to cross the chalk. Gege's over it, and Captain Lukazi. Soki to Bottini. Good strong running there by Dale.
And it's ripped. DHS kicks it upfield. Comedy of errors there, Justin. DHS managed to rip the ball from in the tackle there. And I'm not so sure if he tried to kick that upfield or actually do the cross kick, but it seemed to come off the side of the boot and go across. Unfortunately, neither the DHS wing or Dale's wing able to collect there.
It's a pity there for Dale. Johannes, if he hanged on to that, he could have been over the chalk.
No, he was in for all money there if he hung on to that one, Justin. First 10 minutes of this second half being a bit stop-start, hey, Justin. Not quite the fluidity that we saw from DHS in the first half.
I think that sometimes happens when you build a strong lead. It's always easy to take your foot off the pedal. Yeah, sometimes what you need is the opposition to score a few tries for you to put the fire back on again. Sideris to Ledoux. So Waldale have a counter here. They've got the speedy Bokolo. And he has a go. Soki. Bottini with a chip ahead. And this is an easy one for Ledoux. And he sends Dale back into their half. And Zoki, well, he's had a lot of spirit, Neil.
Yeah, he's had a great game so far. He's seems to be playing with a lot of energy, Justin.
And this is much better by Dale.
Space out wide for Dale now.
Beautiful stuff by Dale. That's the big number 4, Kokro. Dale with a chance, and they've spilt it.
And again, Justin, the little errors, the handling just seems to be missing today. The coach from Dale jumping up and down on the side. He'll be pulling his hair out at that. Just as they make a beautiful break, making inroads, taking it deep into DHS's 22. Little knock on. Unfortunately, the opportunity going a begging.
And it also sums up the 130 minutes that Dale have played of rugby. 1 try in that 130 minutes. And maybe the players are just lacking a little bit of belief at the beginning of the season. They also struggled in the opening 2 games of the season. They just beat Hudson Park right at the end. Actually, number 22, Bokolo, who's on, scored that winning try. It was actually a freak of a try right at the end of that game. DHS in firm control, and they go blind through Kumere. He's having a storm of a game, the number 8, and it's been turned. Dale with yet another chance to build something. Loose pass. Zoki with the step. Great play by the number 9. Just struggling to find his support runner.
I think DHS has turned this one over. I'm going out. Big kick upfield.
So what can Captain Courageous do, Lukazi? And he gives it to Nganalo. Little swerve, but he's under big pressure. Good defense by DHS. Butini has to play a scrum off. But he decides to rather contribute to the forward pack there and secure the ball. Butini with a stab ahead. Lovely pick up there by Ledoux. He hasn't put a foot wrong, the number 10. And he has a chance for Bokolo. Strong carry. Soki, numbers on the right, but they decide to toe it ahead. And I was just about to say Ledoux looks like he's loving himself or having a good time in the moment, and he's down with what seems to be a bad injury.
Bit of niggle creeping into it. There was a real opportunity there after the turnover. DHS putting it in behind the defensive line. Unfortunately, the chaser just forgetting the basics, not staying on his feet, going straight down on the ball carrier, and unfortunately penalty. Referee consulting with a touch judge again. Maybe some foul play here, Justin.
Lukazi down and Ledoux. And it'll be sad to see Ledoux go because he's been absolutely cracking this weekend.
Referee having a chat to Gumede at the moment. Reaches into his pocket. Yellow card there. I'm not so sure if that was for the same penalty of diving onto the tackler.
But it's a good opportunity now for Dale against 14 men. What can they do if there is ever a chance to score for them? It's got to be in these 10 minutes.
No, absolutely, Justin. They'll be hoping to find a good clearance, which they haven't. Managed to find about 10 to 15 meters there. Not quite what he would have been hoping for, but yes, like you said, they've got one man advantage now for the next 5 minutes. Let's see what they can do with it.
Ledoux is also back up. So Nisha. Again, a loose line out. Really making it difficult for themselves at the moment, Dale. Big run there by Gege. And Songhishe popping up in centre field. Putini's left that behind. And we come back for the penalty.
DHS just trying to rush up there with their defense. They've been employing the rush defense all day long. Quick tap there from number 20. Gives it to the big man. Great leg drive as he makes some good meters there.
And there goes the number 2.
Oh!
Whoa, get out of the road, Stony Steenkamp. What a run by Songhishe.
Stony Steenkamp, a big man. Not easy to shrug him off like that. Space in behind. Clever little dig. Number 20 will be after it.
And Bonambi does well there. DHS haven't been their best in the second half. There's still 14 minutes to play.
Seems to have lost their structure a little bit there, Justin. Couldn't find the fly half there. Little knock on there from Dale as they were turning it over. Here we have that big hit, the replay. Switching play. Number 2. Boom! Jammer meneer, die bus is vol. Great knock there. Something for the crowd there as well, Justin.
Creed and maybe Stony Steenkamp brought back down to earth after his fantastic showings in the 2 prior games.
Yeah, his classmates will have to get that YouTube clip and play it to him a couple of times. Can't get that opportunity go begging.
So no points in the second half.
Little errors, unfortunately, just halting the exciting play that we have seen. A comedy of errors often. And just been a bit unstructured. DHS seems to have lost that structure that they had.
Ledoux.
Great kick from Ledoux.
But it's Anya for Bokolo. Soki. Look at him go. He has a great step. The number 9. Great run there by Dale. Trying to sniff an opportunity. And they've lost it. Stoney Steenkamp. He's still alive. Look at him go. Great pass by the hooker. And this is enterprising now at the moment. Good play there by Natuli. Can DHS string something together? And it's a penalty to Dale.
Yeah, Dale doing great work there on the deck, Justin. Quick tap again. They're looking to play some rugby.
Strong carry. Good leg drive there by Corkrow. And it's been poached. And here is a chance now. A hack ahead by the big man, Gumede. My goodness.
He gathers
Goodness
and scores.
gracious me.
Incredible try, Justin. He really does have all the skills, doesn't he? I was surprised when he hacked that one ahead. I didn't think he needed to. I thought he needed to keep that up in, rumble it up, get tackled, set up the next phase, but he hacked it ahead. Then showed a clean appeal of excuse me. Here it is. Here's the replay.
What a break there by Marcel Knoll.
He chooses to kick there. That's what I was talking about. I didn't think he needed to do that, but he shows a clean pair of heels, outstrips the defense, and then great skill here to gather. Great try from Gumede. That's why it's the SA Schools number 8. Seems to have injured himself in the process there.
Well, DHS will hope that's not too serious because he really is the talismanic leader in the side. And you get the feeling that a lot of their season will depend on him.
Every team have those players, like what Dwayne Vermeulen was for the Springboks, where they just had a little bit less without him on the park. And I think Gumede is that man for DHS.
Cheddar with the restart. 34-0 to DHS with just over 10 minutes to go. And Lukazi, the Dale captain, is under it. And Zoki, well, he's been in a losing side, but he's been phenomenal. Bokolo.
Great hit there from Gumede. The other Gumede. Forcing the turnover. They're going to come back for the knock. Off screen, the big number 8, Mpele Gumede, he seems to be okay. He's jogging back to join us for the scrum. We'll come into your screen shortly. The crowd giving him a round of applause. He's been immense, Justin.
Absolutely brilliant. There's been plenty of DHS players who've had great games, but I think the number 8, Gumede and Ledoux, have really led this team by example. Boyson to Ledoux. This could be interesting.
Great
Brilliant break. Wonderful play there by Moleche.
Oh, I wonder if the kick was necessary there, Justin. He seemed to have been through. He had support on the outside as well. If you couldn't find the man, maybe just take it into contact, set up the next phase. But this DHS team is not going to die wondering. He puts it through the little chip. Some days it works, some days it doesn't.
Steenkamp with the feed. And it's overthrown. It's a tail. An opportunity to launch an attack. And here goes the captain, Lukazi. Great play by Bottini. Good support by the number 10. Mgogni is at the base. He finds Bottini. Show and go. Lukazi. Cheddar has to play at scrum off. And Kege.
He's been
Big carry.
industrious.
Massive carry by the number 8. Mafenyana, a tight head prop. Sorki at first receiver, pops it on the inside to Lucas. And DHS playing on ya. Players almost seem confused out there at the moment. Boyson, Ledoux, numbers on the right. And here's a chance. And Tuli on the right wing. Boyson to Steenkamp.
Oh, big hit there.
Jeez. Physical stuff out there at the moment. Boyson to Kumere. Good skill. And to Kumere, the other Kumere. Great play by Jenner. And Bata, the number 4.
Isolated himself though. Dale on their feet, number 17. Nandi Lucas. Great work from him there on the deck, forcing.
Soki fires it away to Cheko. Mkoki is at the base. Soki with a frightening step, but not managing to break the line. The boys slow. Bottini. Steenkamp's like a savage out there.
That just typifies Dale's day there, Justin. Every time they have the ball, every time they put some sort of extended run of phases together, a little knock there at the back of that ruck. Unfortunately, undoing all the good work that led up to that moment.
So do DHS have anything left in the tank? 34-0. And even though it's been a slow second half, they'll still be delighted with the state of affairs, Neil.
No, absolutely. Overall, a great performance by DHS. And I think the coach might actually be happy that the second half wasn't an absolute runaway. It gives them something to work on.
Kumere again, controlling it at the back. Little dab ahead by Ledoux. It's a tough one there for Dale, and another big thumping hit. What a run by Njumba. Mkokti with the pass. Mafenyana, good play by the tight head prop with the shift pass. Bottini. And Stoney Steenkamp. And then lets the wonder pass go, and we come back for scrum.
Yeah, no advantage there. Steenkamp had the advantage in the back pocket, so trying the speculative offload. And either way, DHS with the ball. DHS with good field position here.
Also with DHS, they have two good scrum halves who have actually been on the field at the same time. Boyson, and then also Cederus, and they both really control the show. And here we go for Jenner. Doing the right thing to hold on that ball because the support wasn't there. And the two, well, he deserves a try. And he gets one, the number 10.
Ledoux finishing off a great movement there. The centers combining well for DHS, and then just good hands out to Ledoux over there who goes in. And like you said, Justin, completely deserved. Ledoux's had a great game, so he deserves to get his own meat pie there. Didn't make it easy for himself though. He's got a really challenging conversion out of here.
Well, if you can stop this, this will put the icing on the cake. Ledoux. Well, Neil, despite that missed kick, his performance has been laced in silver. We just see beautiful pass by Boyson. Ledoux again in the line. Makwanazi with a brilliant offload to the fullback Jenner. Realize that his support is not quite there. And patience was the name of the game. And Ledoux got his well-deserved score in the corner.
Knock on there from Dale from the kickoff. Scrum down to DHS.
Well, ironically, Dale also lost to Glenwood 39-0. But will they make a difference? Bokolo goes on his own, the number 22. Greg there with a pass to Njumba. That's been spilt by Dale. 20 seconds to go. DHS to run it, Neil.
I think they'll. I think they want to finish it off the way they've played this entire tournament, this entire festival. I beg your pardon. Wouldn't it be great for them to finish off with a try in the dying moments, in extra time? 39-0 at the moment. They definitely don't need it. They definitely won't want to concede though. No, they don't. Ledoux just pops it out.
And that's a final whistle.
Great victory for DHS. 39-0 into a disappointing festival
Both teams.
for
DHS
Dale.
coming out 39 points to nil winners over Dale College.
They've shown a lot of grit and determination though, especially their captain, number 7.
Lukazi.
He's been great. They've worked really hard. They've shown a lot of grit and determination. Typical Dale rugby.
Still 2 games left.
A young team. I think we can expect them back again next year. Where most of these boys will be coming back. I think their coach told me something like 11 of the boys will be back next year.
5 minutes time.
But also, Neil, you get the feeling in that game, Dale actually had a lot of the ball and they played a lot of enterprising rugby, and it was just that final pass or two that just wasn't finding hands. And you never know if those balls were finding the hands, they could have had a lot more tries in this fixture.
Yeah, it seems to typify their festival.
Let's put our hands together for these two
As
teams.
always, very enterprising, very creative.
Brilliant game of rugby. Well done, DHS. Thank you so much, Dale.